Hey, welcome back, podcast fans. I am here with our Director of Visual Impact, Janet Leimkuhler, from the Rock Hill, South Carolina grand opening, return guest. Janet, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being back on the podcast. We had so many requests to have you back. We said, we got to get Janet back.
Sounds good.
Welcome to Stories from the River, a show in which we go behind the scenes at Broad River Retail.
So, Janet, how did this opening go, the first soft opening to get the store open?
Really smooth. We've had a team of 80, but we started with 40 on a Sunday and then maxed up to 80 throughout the week. And it was a very seamless opening. No crazy things.
Did you get to see some of our behind the scenes episodes that we?
I did, yes.
We would have had you on there, but you were entertaining, I think, corporate that day.
I was, yeah.
But we had Amy. She
did great.
Yeah, she sure did. We were happy to have her on there. And so you've been with River for, many years now.
20. Mm-hmm.
20's coming up in November?
No, 21 will be November.
21 will be November.
Yeah.
This may air in November. So 21 years here at the River, and you've worn a lot of hats, and I'm sure you've been part of many grand openings. What do you think of today's grand opening event in Rock Hill? What did it mean to you?
It meant a lot with everything that's happened just in our community and in all of our stores for the past, couple weeks. It's been good. And I think everybody noted that we just come together as a community. So it was at first last week, I was thinking maybe we shouldn't be celebrating, maybe we shouldn't doing this, but look at all that we've done to help the people. And it's just more of a help to the community. So I think that it meant a lot. And I think that everybody took it well in stride as well.
We had a big crowd out there today too.
Huge.
Maybe the biggest one we've seen.
I think so.
So what were some of the messages that stood out to you today from the grand opening?
Biggest, and I mean, it sounds probably cliche, it's our word of the year, but connection. And that's really kind of, even the past couple of weeks, is what we've really been trying to do with everybody, is stay connected. I know I was dealing with Cheryl in the mountains and we couldn't connect all the time, but we would connect and then I wouldn't hear from her a couple days and then she'd be able to connect again. So I feel like that's the biggest message, in that we're all in it together. And again, I know it sounds what we said during COVID, like we're in this together, but it's a relevant term even today.
Yeah. Well, I saw Cheryl yesterday when we were in the Arden store, and Manny and I had a chance to visit through the mountains, and they're doing well. Some folks just got power back a couple of days ago after like 12 days without power from Hurricane Helene. And then, but Heather still doesn't have power. Heather's credulous. So, but she's making it work, and everyone had a positive attitude. She is amazing. So we're trying to get them all to get power back, and hopefully within a couple of weeks, or by the time this airs at least, that we can have Asheville back up and running. But they had adopted them in Arden and let them come work there. So we're making the most of it. But thanks for those comments. I think it's important to stay connected, and our people have definitely met the moment and have definitely reached out and stayed connected in our donations and everything else. So I'm glad we did this grand opening event and ceremony today, just to kind of bring some celebration and normalcy to what is a trying time. What makes this store unique compared to our other stores, in your opinion, or other retail stores in this area?
It breathes a whole new life into Rock Hill. We've been coming to Rock Hill for many years. There's a beautiful soccer field just right down the road, Manchester Meadows, and there was nothing really here. It's a desolate, and if you go inside the mall, it's a desolate area. And this is just like something brand new. I think it's something that the community needed, but it's been something that the community's needed for a while. So there's nothing around here that looks like this. There is nothing around here that looks anything like it. So I think it's going to be an excitement. I know Pineville, we've always had a lot of Rock Hill clientele. So now we're giving them the option. I think we're even going to extend further down south. So I think we're going to get more people that have needs.
Yeah, it's really well said. Are there certain products that you're really excited about offering here to the community?
Yes, I think just looking at the sleep gallery, the sleep shop, I should say, it's life-changing. And if you think about how much of your time and your health and your well-being is spent on sleep, it's very important to anybody. Young, mid-age, older, you need to have good sleep to have a better quality of life. So I think giving people an opportunity to see that it's really a need. I don't think that's ingrained in you, as you grow up. Hey, I really need a great mattress to sleep. But it's getting what your quality of life is. So I think just putting that into perspective is great. And then just the variety. I mean, we've got a bedroom set, the Porter and Friends, as we like to call it. It takes the lion's share of groups, but it takes, there are 4 different color options. So you've got something, and there's somebody that's going to want one of those colors. So it's just giving people the variety. And I think many years ago, or 20 years ago, Ashley we didn't give a lot of people options. And I feel like we do with different color options, different finish options. We're finally giving people that option.
And even configuration options on sections.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so well was said on the sleep component. I think there's such a movement for health and wellness, and how much of an anchor sleep is to a cornerstone to health and wellness.
Right.
And people are really investing in their health and wellness, and sleep being a big part of it. So we got to have a great gallery to present those products. So if you think about Broad River's broader kind of strategy or vision, how do you think this store fits within that?
I mean, I think it's, it comes into a community that really had a need. And I think it really just complements really nicely with our organization. So if you look at all of our showrooms, we keep on, branching out a little further, getting a little more. Maybe we're taking, some of the Pineville, but I think you're just going to get other people that go to Pineville. So it's just continuing to grow a little further out. And I think this is a great store because it's right down the road from corporate. So we can really get a good understanding, and, we can just say, hey, meet me over here, and we can kind of talk through things. I know for, my team in merchandising, this will be a great opportunity for us to kind of go in, let's try something new, let's do something together, and let's see if we're all invested in it, and what the customer's saying. So I just think that we keep making really great decisions of the towns and the cities that we're going into, just to get a little more of that lion's share of a customer.
It'll be interesting to see, like, when we have corporate visitors, or like you said, with your team, that you want to, let's go have our
regional meetings or workshops.
Yeah, workshops. So where do we want to test new experiment? Are you going to go to Pineville, or are you going to go to Rock Hill? You're almost,
it's hard.
You're almost equidistant between the two. Who's covering the store for your team?
Destiny Giles. She is a recent addition to the team. She trained in Pineville under Lou Hilliard, and she just jumped right in. She's really passionate to be here. She has an architectural background and just wanted something different, and she embodies what we are. So she's been a great addition.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
You talked about the sleep shop and how transformational that can be to someone's health. What can customers expect in terms of the shopping experience here in the store?
So I think our customers are going to just, when you walk in, you're greeted by our HFCs, and you can look at them like they're happy to be here. They're excited to be here. I think all of us, we want to show that customer that comes in what we've done and what we're ready to do, help them with their next best memory in their house. So I think that we just bring a whole level of excitement, and that's really our retail team. When I say we, it's them. It's our retail team that are excited about being here. They want to help that customer that walks through the door, and they want to help them, get their new living room that their kids are going to play on, get their new bedroom for their grandparents or their parents that are coming to live with them. And I think that, again, cliche, we're helping people furnish life's best memories, but we really are. And I think our retail team is just set up really nicely to do that.
I wish every day could be a grand opening day with that level of excitement for greeting the guest. Are there any special features or services in store that you think enhance customer convenience?
Definitely the kiosks that we have. And actually, I think right during grand opening, there was somebody using one of our credit kiosks, which is awesome. It's good to see that in life. Just every day people are using it. But then our larger kiosk, we've got a great, clientele that we can't feature everything that Ashley has to offer. But we can sell them everything that Ashley has to offer. And the pandemic, it's changed the way we're thinking. So we don't always need to touch and feel everything that we're buying anymore. We can look at a picture, we can kind of feel what it is, and we can buy it and get it at home. So we can buy online or buy from our kiosk, and that just opens up that much more product that we have to provide to the guests.
Yeah, you could say, well, it might sit like this, cushion feel like this fabric, but it's a slightly different color. So it extends the showroom. How large of a showroom would we have to have if we were going to sell everything that Ashley made for Ashley stores?
80,000 square feet, maybe?
It's a big store.
It is a big store.
A big store.
I do not want to open that.
That'll take some time. Okay. So what has been the most exciting part for you of preparing for the grand opening?
the most exciting part for me for the grand opening is really, I know it probably sounds crazy, but stepping back and allowing others to be able to shine. So Amy Hayes, Destiny, Lou, they're, just part of the team that makes this magic work, along with Erin Rivas and Shelley Horn, who were here painting yesterday. I called and checked in, and she's, they had to get off the ladder. They were painting just to make the store look great. The white paint is wonderful, but it also shows a lot. So we do have to do a lot of touch-ups, but we've got a team that can do that. So just allowing them to have their moment and knowing that they've got it. I'm a control freak. I'm well aware of that, but I don't need to be with a great team. So
yeah, I feel like you do a great job of delegating, which is hard to do as someone who likes to control everything. You have to learn, no, I got to control 33 stores, and you do that with great people.
Yes.
So you've done quite a few 7.0 stores, trying to get out all of our stores to look like 7.0 stores. What do you have on the docket after this for remodels and renovations?
We are currently working in Raleigh, Glenwood, which is going to be beautiful. I mean, that store it's busy regardless. So once we get that done, it's going to be awesome. I'm so excited about that one. Their sleep shop, I think, is going to be done in 2 weeks, and that's exciting. And then after that, I believe we are looking at the Harbison plan. So that's another one. It's been a long time coming. I think we've all wanted that one to get done, but we had to leverage who gets done first. So I think at one point it was Columbia supposed to be done, and not to say I had the right answer, but I think that I said we need to get Fayetteville done first. So that one was really near and dear to me, and it's proven to be a winner. So we've got Glenwood, Harbison, Mooresville, I believe, and more to come with a few mini enhancements along the way with some sleep shop renovations.
I really wish we could snap our fingers and have them all done, just like that. But I mean, then you've got Arden, which we were in, yes, and then you've got Hickory, which needs it, and then Myrtle Grove in Wilmington.
Yes.
So we've got our hands full to get all of our stores to the 7.0 concept. It's an amazing store. It feels great to kind of celebrate with our people and cut the ribbon. Any final words, any final takeaways or things from the grand opening or this store that you want to share?
I just want to thank again my team. They're the most amazing people. I'm privileged to work with them. And thanks to you and Manny for allowing us to do what we do and open up great stores.
Well, thank you to your team as well. We have amazing memory makers, amazing visual impact rock stars who make our stores shine and bedazzle, I think was a word that Lou used.
I don't know about bedazzle.
Well, we'll talk to Lou about that.
Okay.
Thanks so much for joining us here on Stories from the River from the Rock Hill, South Carolina grand opening with our Director of Visual Impact, Janet Leimkuhler. Thanks so much.
Thanks for listening to Stories from the River. To check out more episodes, visit storiesfromtheriver.com. Join us again next week, and remember to like, rate, and subscribe to the podcast.